Trashtile Zamling Shide Debun Kanche Pöge Lage Saden Ganden Yongzo Ngata Kongsa Lame Namju Gyamgun Tamje Kemba Chola Guja Ngwendu Pibe Tone Terin Gyagar Lojo Pumi Serja Yongne Karnataka Shungma Nila Tukje Cheshu Zegu Zerim Nyansi Shuchokbashu Chilo Nidon Jobke Dawa Gebe Tse Juni Bengaluru Taj Western Dungkantu Gyagar Karnataka Ngate Shungma Nisu Lojo Pumi Yongne Tukje Cheshu Zerim Gubil Shuba Shamse Zerim Tangbo Jino Gongsa Jamgun Chumbo Choke Yu Ngate Jijab Lunchen Chodan Shenya Gundun Nam Sogan Do Shabsur Kwetsam Rikshu Tapdungi Pepsu Tang Dene Sogan Nangdo Chipjur Katin Jangju Dit Zerim Di Dupsimbayin Zerim Niba Puri Lupdu Namne Gyagar Gekap Tang Pugekap Nige Yellu Biju
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮಾರಂಭ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ 14ನೆಯ ದಲೈಲಾಮಜೀರವರೇ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ HD ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿರವರೇ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ಆಡಳಿತದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಲೋಬ್ಸಾಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಗೇರವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮುಂದೆ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯಾತಿ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. ನಾನು ತೆನ್ಜಿನ್ ಶೆಡುನ್, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಿರೂಪಕಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನಿಸಿ ಎಂದು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸ್ತಿದ್ವು? ವಾಸ್ತವದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕರುನಾಡನ್ನು ವೈಭವೀಕರಿಸಲು ಪದಗಳೇ ಸಾಲದು, ಹಾಗೂ ಅದು ಮುಗಿಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವುದೇನೆಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ನಾಡು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜನ್ಮದಾತೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅವಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಳಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಅನಂತವಾದ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿರುವ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ನಾಡಿನ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಈ ಶುಭ ದಿನವನ್ನು ಮೀಸಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕರುನಾಡಿನ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಂತವಾದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಾವು ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಮತ್ತು ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಹಾಡುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸೋಣ.
제림 숨바 야가 로조 범위 용네 카나다가 슝마니소 독재 체슈 고주 속중기 속도 로지 첨배 톱된 라네 펩수타 모두 송신 능교
ಇದೀಗ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ವಲಯದ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಟಿಬೆಟಿಯನ್ ಆಡಳಿತದ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಸಂಘಟನಾ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಚಂಪೆಲ್ ತುಪ್ತಿನ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Good morning. On behalf of the Thank You Karnataka Organizing Committee, formed by the Tibetan settlements of South India, I welcome you all this Thank You Karnataka Day. On this auspicious day, we Tibetans have gathered together to express our heartfelt gratitude to our Indian brothers and sisters. For centuries, India and Tibet have shared a very unique cultural and historical relationship. There has always been an undeniable karmic link between the two countries, right from the time the Buddhist scholars from Nalanda and Vikramshila universities first brought Buddhism to Tibet. In Tibet, Buddhism took deep roots, shaping Tibet's history and forming the very basis of our identity. Indeed, Karnataka too has a rich and enthralling history. Following India's independence, the Karnataka state was first formed in 1956 as a Mysore state and later renamed as Karnataka in 1973. Agriculture is still the primary source of livelihood in Karnataka, but the state has also ensured rapid growth and advancement in science, technology, healthcare, finance, art, and information technology. Today, the state has 30 districts with a population of over 61 million people, belonging to all major religions, including Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, and Jainism. Despite the prevalence of diverse linguistic, caste, and cultural ethnicities, the state is best known for its love and acceptance of all people of all races and backgrounds. Similarly, we Tibetans have also been privileged to receive the support and encouragement of the warm and generous nature of the people of Karnataka. This is the primary reason why Tibetans have thrived in Karnataka. In fact, thanks to the steadfast support of the people and government of India, particularly the state of Karnataka. With the blessings of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the leadership of the Central Tibetan Administration, Tibetans have evolved into one of the most successful refugee communities in the world. Earlier this year, the Central Tibetan Administration launched the Thank You India initiative and dedicated 2018 as a gratitude year to mark the 60 years of life in exile of the Tibetan community. Hence, today we commemorate our decades-long stay in Karnataka, and for this we are immensely blessed to be in the auspicious and divine presence of His Holiness, the Great 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet. At the outset, I humbly bow and respect to His Holiness and beseech your blessings. On behalf of the Tibetans everywhere, and particularly in South India, I express our indebtedness to your outstanding leadership and countless contribution as a global champion of peace, compassion, and religious tolerance. On behalf of the Thank You Karnataka Organizing Committee, I request everyone to extend a hearty and respectful welcome to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy, the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka State. Your Honor, we are extremely honored to have you with us, and we thank you for your taking the time of your busy schedule for this event. We also take this opportunity to wish you success in all your endeavors as you strive to take this great state to new heights of transparency and growth. May I once again request everyone to kindly extend a warm welcome to Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka. We are also honored to have with us key representatives of the people of Karnataka, in particular the former minister Shri H. Vishwanath ji and Shri Chandregowda ji, and also the member of the Legislative Assembly Shri Madhav ji and Shri Manjunath ji, who belong to the 3 taluks of the Karnataka where Tibetan settlements were located. More specifically, I would also like to extend a special welcome to the youngest son of the former late Chief Minister Shri S. Nijalingappa. Today, as we offer to thanks to the people and leaders of the Karnataka, we cannot help but reflect our generosity and kindness and support of the Karnataka's foremost Chief Minister Shri Nijalingappa. I would also like to extend our hearty welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. Lobsang Sengye, the President of the Central Tibetan Administration, and Reverend Khenpo Sonam Tempe, Honorable Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in exile. In 2016, Dr. Sengye was re-elected as the President of the Central Tibetan Administration for a second consecutive term. Dr. Sengye has launched several long-term strategies in a 550 vision aimed at shaping Tibet's future. So we are honored to have you, Tibetan President and the Speaker, to join us and express their gratitude and love for this state. Their presence is particularly significant as they represent Tibetan across the world. It's also my great privilege to welcome the representative Shri Anjum Prawaz, Principal Secretary to the Department of Public and Administrative Reforms, who represent the Chief Secretary of the Karnataka Government of States. I also extend my warm welcome to both retired and serving in the bureaucrats serving in the various departments of the Karnataka. It is their doors that we knock every time when we face difficulties, especially the Karnataka Government Districts Administration of Mysore, Karwar, and Chamarajanagar. I also welcome the representatives of the various non-government organizations such as Marada, Christian Children's Fund, Norwegian Church Aid, Nama Sonta Mani, and many other such NGOs who have supported us during our initial establishment of the settlements, have still continued to support us in this development of the Tibetan settlements. Your presence is especially significant on this day as we pay special tribute to the various entities of Karnataka that supported and guided us in our difficult time. Finally, I would also like to extend a hearty welcome to Gandenti Rinpoche, Shajang Choje Rinpoche, and also the abbots of the various monasteries located in the 5 Tibetan settlements, as well as representatives of the various organizations in the 5 Tibetan settlements and members of the leaders from all organizations, most importantly, the Indo-Tibetan Friendship Society and the Bharat-Tibet Sahayog Manch, who have gathered here. Because of India and because of states like Karnataka, the Tibetan way of life continues to thrive. Our unique Tibetan cultural, religious, and linguistic traditions have been preserved, and our Tibetan identity remains intact. In addition, the Tibetan community is today evermore the resilient and well-positioned for the next phase of our journey. So, thank you, India. Thank you, Karnataka.
Jerem Liu Shiba, Mixe Kundun, Pandan Pemima, Chitu Sokto, Khenpo Sonam Tempe Chone, Zego Tadre, Sukshen Langyo.
ಇಂದು ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ಗಡಿಪಾರು ಸಂಸತ್ತಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರುವ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸ ಕೆಂಪು ಸೊನಂ ತೆಂಪಿಲ್ ರವರನ್ನು ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Pyoge-tone shucho-wachis. Larje sehi-tojen, jiden-hi-di-deben, pimi-yong-ji-lana-mebe uti, London-lam-demba, Kwanza-shongi-jimbo-chola, Gosum-kisha-hwand-pyoge-tone, Tirin Karnataka-ngadi Yomo-nila, Tuji-chehi-jegi-tola Chibju-nangen, 영근 자자서 가든 트름부지 초고 유비 somne gendige den nambada an daga na yenge bemi dinzuki paden sejon chogu yubi yondrege dinzuka ani terni kundren zo Canada nga de chim sijob lenchen HD commerce somi choda nga di sijob tongje ke kuzo yanyo nga den dirne bigi bemi nambada ani pedeng devi tone robo namba chomala ya ngene chomar shidin hanzo ki chobshine chomri tashi deles shyayi teni kondu hiwa yezongi tangazo bede dunjuru go one ta chenjo nolo channe lo tujula nyawa chago ore dize dei rinla zo shino ko shongge jim choki zeban tilendo tuje kadin la tene manzo bese ji kunzamlin di tola nyambra tabachi shongwa ji da ane sho yenji ne jagar yu yungda mozo ane daga na yingi ngade soso do ane ngade sosi gi yungda mozo jeki ane tuje kadin la tene ane ngazo jaga nolo la ngade gyudong ji la beba gi yicha yowa ane ngade kahiye ma도 파체와 nolo 뱀바 칸토르네 네데와케 덴데 네당 차용데 안내 가서 토마르 베전졸 자비 kop스 딱 모셰바 남도 사 덴데 기네당 오네 자가리 유모니기 토네 미센 틴주로 롱게 노아당 라버도 안내 카나타가 가든 딘체마이나 안내 가서 덴조기 멤버 모셰치 안내 다가 나긴게 댄사 숨 쳔비기 쳔데 차가 안내 데이 토네 로발 맘녀 다 대성기 단 점리 토라 미세기 펜도 정투비하기 된대기 지 미세 좀더 텐데데 아니 나데 디기 데모 마임비 아니 틴첸 자조도 된대기 까딘 차데데 아니 데랭기 닝년에 베모신딜란조 그 첩시데 아니 나데 디기 유모도 하버데리데 나데기 치미니스터 정한 대표인데 아니 고금 디지네 니 타반네 투지 체스 휴안이 안 내가 나긴 게 넘어 소면 청구를 공사 정근 좀 추억이 진도 손대야지 당아서 배바 토마 아릴라 페비 디제텔라 아린라 줄랭갱긴 되어되저기 배바론라 펜토야기 체든 맨다 아니 베비기 미리기 감시당 리용데 맞아 아릴라 펜토야기 체도 덴데지 미지 싱그여스네 덴데 카페데거래 대인데 덴데기 토네 토마라 네 밴딘 내로기 땅아데 소를 샤디 노야당 텐데긴 쳔미기 내가 딘디 토네 다 시점 렌젠스르바 니잘랭가바 저기 돈본에 공예 쇼야다네 이자체가 조투비아 텐데인디 쇼티네 공기 공이데 다 베발라 미세기 롱겐 노야다 하버도 니시노 고성게 좀 붙여 납중 아둘로라 자갈 페용디 디니 미세기 자와 쇼야지 차고르데 이나요 크롱 롱기 쳇도 다 배세야 되는 팀은 마임비 검히당 지용도 된데게 토네 나딘디 토라 미세게 토벤 생게지 용금 맨나 삼사게 된데게 검바이게 세기 두 삼기도 네디지 쉐니 아니 다가 나 인게 당아조 파베기 인터뷰 로지 톨다 저도 지용 계획이 토는데 와신다 로지동 가와 된데 차고래 아니 디진도는 당아조 시조노로라 고데비 초도 아니 정말 못 체게다 자가르다니 베세데 게겐도 게투기 데와타부 임바치 디준드네 손데레 텐데가조 베메 모조게 톨레나요 센놈 텐데 냐데치 네돈 차고레 아니 때가 나 인기 자가르기 신년 수르바 담바 네 그저 모라데시 기 성원 모첼라 샤디지 표이 노노라 네 자가르도 베세야데 손주 진시 짜와찌기 야가 민라와 니 차고레스네 텐데기 자가기다 네 미나 텐데기 곰발라요 텐데 여대바지 차고래 텐데 텐데기 토네 만원조 파베 인델와데 문티네 다 진진 담진 셰톱 거야 지당 네 라버도 텐데기 토네 다 베세야 될다조 만원조 전조 놀러라 단 겐다워치 니 자기 맨나 상기도 쇼지네 자가기 유미다 tellam shayada ane jaga gi nga de sozo inanda mozo nola leje pe tukya ane sho shenba jine ta sozo gi pe miri gi chedo rihyung ge kamshi de zo tola ya minyang gombe do nyomba sorji no tukya ta ngaron zo chat bobe lengenda chat gi do de de ne ya mo bo zam de de ane de zo tola anjaro no sene beki hyeni ane nge geje shwe de ne cham yagi ane taden 신ong 것을 정말 좀 줘. 그때 까절 땐지 투지 연공 년진 줘 받아. 네 배된 된다 살때 공조 이전 염종 요야라. 맨니 노로나서 휴에 트러스트래.
제리문가와 üpimi tigzu panden sikyong pumraba lobsan senge chone zeko tante sungshe nangyo
ಇಂದಿನ ಗೌರವಾರ್ಥ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಟಿಬೇಟಿಯನ್ ಆಡಳಿತದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಲೋಬ್ಸಾಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಗೆ ರವರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Pemi lana me buti konsu jamgun chimcho kucha shubadada jamne gindu gide ndahan shinde kanara ngade ki jiyab lunje HD kumarasomi ube ante shungi ne mina an kunde namba changmal thomange pemi digzug sapche che ning thawan simji jishtil shuayi an namju dodan che chokzon pyoge thon sungsawa indeyo kabla ani kasha gi ta thuzo khara tha jyo be ne lagdar chegu yedeyo kabla chokzog sungbadal chazam mutu yebe thone ye inge thon sikji ni shucho che shuayi Your Holiness, the great 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet, as you advise us always to remember and to keep your old friends and then make new friends. Based on Buddhist notion of compassion and humility, we should always remember those who helped us the most, and we should always be grateful to them. Based on that advice, Tibetan administration is observing or celebrating 2018 as the thank you year because we want to thank this great country, India. We want to thank this beautiful state of Karnataka. Because of this country and the beautiful state and the loving people of Karnataka that we Tibetans are standing on our feet today. So our success is your success. Because of your support, your friendship, your love, your kindness, your generosity, Tibetan people are still standing on our feet. Hence, we want to say, thank you, Karnataka. I'm from northern India, but since no one used Karnataka language to thank Karnataka, let me try. Nimagi tumba dhanyawada galu, Karnataka. We are very grateful to have a special guest, Professor S.N. Kiran Shankar, who is the son of late Chief Minister S. Nijagalingpa, because of his vision, because the then Chief Minister Nijagalingpa met His Holiness Dalai Lama in 1956, before we lost our country, and extended all the support that His Holiness and Tibetans needed. And when we fled to exile in 1959, Chief Minister was the most generous, who came forward and provided the largest number of acres of land and place for Tibetans to live and thrive. So, as His Holiness says, don't ever forget your old friends and remember your old friends. So I want to extend special thank you to late Chief Minister and his family for the compassion and the love shown to Tibetan people. And today we have very special guest, Honorable Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, continuing the same tradition of Karnataka's generosity and love towards people like Tibetans, you have extended all the support in the state of Karnataka for Tibetans in all 5 settlements. Anything Tibetans needed, the road, water, electricity, anything we needed, we are provided equal facilities like the residents of Karnataka. So I want to thank Chief Minister for continuing the same tradition of your love and compassion. And I think it's fitting to not only thank the Honorable Chief Minister, but also his father, Honorable Prime Minister then, S.D. Devegowda. As the Prime Minister of India, again, he continued the same tradition and extended hospitality to Tibetans, like the Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was a great friend of His Holiness Dalai Lama, who His Holiness Dalai Lama always admired and looked up to. And he gave a lot of advice to His Holiness Dalai Lama based on his vision and advice. And we Tibetans have thrived. And from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Vajpayee to Prime Minister Modi ji, all the prime ministers and the governments of India, or the political parties of India, have extended our support. So I just want to extend support to all those who have helped us. On March 17th, 1959, His Holiness Dalai Lama was 24 years old, and he had to flee the capital city of Tibet, Lhasa. At midnight, the journey began from Tibet, and on March 31st, in 1959, he reached the border of India. And if you have read his biography, he felt relieved that he is now in the land of Buddha. And from that day on till today, for 60 years, it is India that has been the place where Tibetans have not only survived, but thrived. In 1959, the Chinese government wanted to destroy Tibetan civilization forever. Hence, 98% of Tibetan monasteries and nunneries were destroyed. 99.9% of monks and nuns were disrobed. And the communist government of China thought or concluded that they have succeeded in destroying Tibetan civilization, Tibetan Buddhism. But then when we came to India, we had only sky as our friend and earth as our friend and no one. We were refugees. We didn't have wealth. We didn't have power. We lost almost everything. But what we had was the Buddhist notion, Buddhist values and principles, and resilience and determination to make efforts, even though there was only 2% chance of success because 98% were destroyed. We took that chance. And brick by brick, in the soil of Karnataka, all those great monasteries which were destroyed in Tibet were rebuilt. And thousands of monks and nuns who were disrobed in Tibet, they came to Karnataka. And here they practiced Buddhism. And 60 years hence, Karnataka has the largest number of Tibetan population, largest number of monks and nuns, and largest number of schools, and largest settlements as well. And in that sense, this great state of Karnataka has made the largest contribution in reviving monastic community, in reviving Tibetan culture, in reviving and educating Tibetan youth to be leaders in their freedom struggle. So 60 years, on the one hand, it's a long time. On the other hand, it's pretty short time. But in Tibet, the political repression continues to the extent that 152 Tibetans have committed self-immolation. They have burned themselves. That reflects the determination and desperation of the Tibetan people. Environmental destruction is continuing. The Tibetan resources, the gold, copper, uranium, lithium, are mined and exploited by Chinese companies. Cultural assimilation is taking place whereby Tibetan language is discouraged as the medium of instruction in university, in high school, in middle school. Social discrimination is taking place where Tibetans are seen as second-class citizens in their own land in Tibet. Economic marginalization is taking place. Compared to all those repressive policies, systematic destruction of Tibetan people in India, in the state of Karnataka, where Tibetans are given economic opportunities, cultural revival, cultural preservation is encouraged and protected. Education is provided. And because of all this, we feel forever grateful to India and to the state of Karnataka. Hence, to say thank you is just natural for us Tibetans. And with the state of Karnataka, the bond is not just between state and Tibetan administration, but also people to people. Also, there are examples. For example, in the city of Toronto in Canada, Tenzing was driving a car, and he forgot to turn off the light. The lights were on. So the police stopped him and was going to give him a ticket, quite an expensive one. But when the policeman said, "I am from Karnataka," the Tibetan person started speaking Kannada. So instead of giving tickets, they started chatting for 15 minutes. They became friends. And obviously, the policeman didn't give him the ticket, and Tenzing was not fined, and he didn't have to pay penalty in his insurance. So even at the human level, when a Karnataka person meets a Tibetan person, love is shown to the extent that they, as far as law is concerned, they go to gray area and not give tickets. On the other hand, Tibetans are also behave quite well as per the advice of His Holiness Dalai Lama, to be humble, to be honest. For example, now this is the month of August. Hundreds and thousands of Tibetans in Karnataka, they go to Ludhiana to buy sweaters. You see in the streets of Bangalore or Mysore, Tibetans are selling sweaters. But if you go to Ludhiana, the transaction is very unique. I went there, I met the Lalas of Ludhiana who sell sweaters to Tibetans. They go there, they say, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Karnataka." "Which state?" "Which settlement?" "Belakupi, camp number 4 or camp number 5, house number 10. "And where you do business?" "Mysore." On a piece of paper, they just write your name, camp, and house number, and the way you do business, and they give you loan of 20,000 to 1 lakh to 5 lakhs. No collateral, no lawyers involved, no agreement, based on trust. And I asked the Lalas of Ludhiana, why do you give crores and crores of rupees of loan without anything? They say, because Tibetans are imandari. Tibetans are honest. For the last 40 years, 99.9% of Tibetans have returned the money, returned the loan on time. So Lalas make profit, and Tibetans dominate the streets of Bangalore, Mysore, and Hubli selling sweaters. It's a good transaction. And there's also a story that the electricity board of Karnataka wanted to provide, 24 hours electricity to the Tibetan settlement. Obviously, local villages started complaining. Why are you giving 24 hours electricity, or why do you want to give 24 hours electricity to Tibetans, whereas we in the villages are not getting 24 hours? He said, Tibetans, they pay their bill on time. We make profit. So if you go to any house in Dharamsala or Karnataka, first thing they will show you is water bill, electricity bill are paid on time, 99.9%. So hence, Tibetans have always been, as His Holiness said, as honest and humble as possible. So we are always grateful for the generosity and support extended by this great country, India. No country has done more for Tibetans than this great country. But Tibetans have also been a law-abiding residents of India. There's some issues with some youth nowadays. That's why I say 99.9%, 0.1% make trouble, but 99.9% is a good record. So let me conclude by saying, as we say in Hindi, that मेहमान भगवान का रूप में होता है. That is the age-old tradition of India. You have always treated us like Bhagwan, as your precious guest. And we always remember, and we will always remember this. But what we have in the form of His Holiness Dalai Lama is the Tibetan Bhagwan. We have also presented to you His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet. He is the best. He is the best messenger of peace and advocate for this great country. I have been to many countries around the world, and he is the greatest admirer of India, of secular India. He praises India and Indian people more than the designated officers of India who are supposed to praise. And the media coverage that he gets, the millions of followers who follow him, also look at India as this great nation where different traditions thrive, different people come together. Hence, we are very fortunate to have His Holiness Dalai Lama, as himself calls, the son of India, because he has eaten so much of roti and dal and idli and dosa of Karnataka that he called himself the son of India, and he is the best messenger of Nalanda tradition in this whole world. So hence, as a Tibetan, perhaps I can say we are very grateful to India and Karnataka. So let me say once again, Nimage Tumba Dhanyavada Galu Karnataka. And also to our Bhagwan, His Holiness Dalai Lama, for being the biggest admirer and advocate of India for the last 60 years. Thank you.
재림 tukpa zenjo pime shija